Good morning and Happy New Year to everyone. The Philippine National Police would like to reiterate the strict implementation of the Standard Operating Procedure Number 7 that prohibits the use of recovered evidence, motor vehicles, and motorcycles. This is part of the directives and guidance of the Chairman of the National Police Commission and the Secretary of the Interior and Local Government, Secretary Eduardo M. Año, as he took the helm to supervise the 205-strong PNP for the meantime. Standard Operating Procedure Number 7, or the revised procedure in the reporting and disposition of stolen and recovered impounded motor vehicles, was released on April 12, 2011. Under SOP Number 7, no PNP personnel shall use a recovered or stolen or impounded motor vehicle or cause the use thereof by any person prior to the lifting of the alarm issued thereon and the subsequent release of said motor vehicle to its lawful owner. The removal of any part or accessory of the recovered stolen or impounded vehicle is also punishable under this measure. Administrative charge will be filed against any personnel proven guilty of illegal use of these vehicles, while his or her immediate superior will also be included in the investigation under the doctrine of command responsibility. At the same time, PNP personnel are not allowed to use private vehicles without plate numbers or conduction sticker numbers. As we embark into yet another year of blessing and opportunity to serve and protect, we assure the public that the PNP remains firm and decisive in instilling strict discipline in its personnel. And we appeal to our people to join hands in renewing our commitment to fight crime, illegal drugs, and corruption. On another development, a joint operation of the PNP Intelligence Group, Counterterrorism Division, and Quezon City Police District, CIDU, has led to the arrest of Datu Omar Palte Jr., alias Alan Palte, yesterday, January 1, along Adrian Street, corner Banning Street, Barangay North Fairview, Quezon City. Palte is a member of a faction of Bangsamoro Islamic Freedom Fighter led by Commander Ismail Abubakar, alias Bungus, and apparently switched its allegiance to terrorist group Dawla Islamiyah in 2018, led by Ismail Abul Malik, alias Turaife or Turaipi. According to intelligence report, that Palte was appointed by Turaipi as the point man or contact person of his group in Metro Manila to coordinate with Dawla Islamiyah operatives from Sulu and Basilan. In June 2019, Palte has established communication or contact and arranged the travel to Manila of Arnel Cabintoy and Feliciano Sulayo, both members of Dawla Islamiyah and both Balik Islam. Consequently, the duo were arrested on June 15, 2019 in Quezon City, a day after their arrival in Metro Manila. In addition, Palte is involved in the following atrocities based on intelligence records. Attacked a military camp in Midsayap, North Cotabato that resulted to the death of 2 Philippine Army personnel in 2009. Attacked a Philippine Army detachment in Alyosan, Cotabato in 2014. And killing of a couple and security guard in San Simon, Pampanga, wherein he acted as the triggerman together with his Muslim companion on board a motorcycle in 2015. Seized from his possession are a fragmentation grenade and a Llama caliber .45 pistol. He is now under the custody of QCPD CIDU for proper disposition. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We have a picture?
Yes. Dito, sir. Okay, please come forward para maipakita.
Anyway, this is the diagram on the involvement of those that are arrested.
Forward pa, forward pa.
Forward.
Yan, lapit, yan. Up, tama na, tama na.
I-straight nyo para...
Yan, okay.
Hindi, doon. Okay. Iharap nyo doon. Doon sa kanila.
Okay.
Ayun.
Okay. Yan, okay. Okay, thank you. We'd like to acknowledge the first question from the media. Okay, Raymond, your first question. You might.
Sabot tayo, wala daw yun. Microphone.
Wala eh. Ay. Hello. Yes, sir. Sir, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
I just go back to the first issue that you had presented. Ano sir ang nag-trigger doon bakit biglang nagpalabas kayo ng direktiba hinggil doon sa problema ng mga recovered vehicles na hawak ngayon ng iba't ibang mga police units natin?
Aside from, this is one of my directives when I assumed office, and this is a reiteration made by no less than the Secretary of the Interior and Local Government. Now, as a matter of fact, I'm having now a D-staff conference. I really wanted to trace kung ano itong mga vehicles na to. So I was assured that there is already an inventory of all impounded and recovered vehicles of each of the different units. I further instructed today to give this to the IMEG unit so that they themselves would check whether really they are using it or not. And if they are using it, kasi parang lahat ng unit commanders were asked to execute an affidavit or undertaking that they affirm that nobody is going to use these recovered vehicles. So once found out by the IMEG that it is not so, then including those who certified, who made that undertaking, are also equally responsible of this.
Sir, gaano karami yan? Speaking of...
Ang alam ko, ang inventory on impounded vehicles is around 200 all throughout the country. 200 plus. Yes. Anyway, we will give you the exact exact data in terms of four-wheel vehicles and including motorcycles.
Sir, na-involved din ba yung mga ganong sasakyan sa mga yung sa non-appearance, sir? Na clearance na nati-clear ng highway patrol and other units? Kasi may mga reports, sir, na may mga non-appearance na naman ng mga sasakyan na mga non-clear. So,
What do you mean non-appearance?
Hindi nagpapakita yung owner ng vehicle, sir, tapos naki-clear ng units.
There's a certain procedure, no? That's why we're very strict on that, na dapat magpakita yung owner kasi marami pa siyang ipoprove din eh. Of course, yung documents, and other than that, yung ownership mismo, no? Of which only the owners can affirm that physically. So hindi pwede ito i-release kahit kani-kanino dahil paano yung pag ni-release mo na non-appearance? Eh kung biglang mag-appear yung totoong may-ari, so patay ka. No?
Have you heard of reports of non-appearance, sir? Kasi it's been a phenomenon na wala na before, pero
Yeah, in the past meron naman, pero as of yet now wala pa naman, no? But again, I encourage the community, no? That's why we are requiring the Highway Patrol Group to furnish the IMEG, no, of this so that kasama sa monitoring nila.
Sir, good morning. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Sir, pwede po bang hingin lang po yung reaction nyo dun sa sinabi po ni Pangulong Duterte na ipapa-asikaso niya muna kay Secretary Anyo yung pagsasaayos ng buong kapulisan dahil nga po may binanggit siya and let me just quote his exact statement in his interview. Basta mga probinsya mahusay ang mga pulis. But in Manila, that's why I did not appoint a PNP. Sabi ko kay General Anyo na hawakan niya muna. You fix the police so that by the time we make the exit 2 years from now, at least ang mga problema ng Pilipino medyo hindi na masyadong mabigat. Your reaction first na, of course we all know that si Secretary Anyo naman talaga ang nangangasiwa being the DILG Secretary. So nangangasiwa sa PNP. But what does this mean?
It's just a reiteration, no? When I assumed office last October 14 and on October 16, the National Police Commission issued a resolution defining my authority. And part of that authority is the review powers of the National Police Commission. Meaning to say, all my actions are subject for review by the National Police Commission. No? So, nilatag yung pwede kong exercise, power to review, and if Napolcom will see that it is not in consonance with the authority they have given or it is in excess of the authority they have given, they can always revoke it. No, kagaya nung, let's say for example, the reshuffle. No, nagkaroon ng reshuffle. They can always, it's within their authority to review it. Na sabihin, mali itong ginawa mo. No? So, dati naman, meron talagang authority ang National Police Commission through its chairman to review all my actions given that I only have a limited capacity based on the issuance of the commission.
But what does this say about the fact that the President, until this time, has not chosen a qualified, for him, a qualified PNP chief?
Mahirap basahin at mahirap mag-conclude based on the statements of the President. No? What we can just surmise is that continuing pa rin yung supervision ni Secretary Anyo sa PNP, just like what happened before when I assumed office last October 14. And again, we can understand that he is still on the process of choosing who the next chief PNP would be.
This doesn't change, or ano bang magiging implication nito sa inyong pagiging OIC? This doesn't change anything about you being OIC?
It will not change, not unless,
sa powers niyo, sir?
not unless some of the powers that have been given by Napolcom would be withdrawn. No, so far, wala namang binago. No?
Wala.
As a matter of fact, before we left, before the Christmas season, they added 2 new powers to me. The power to appoint police lieutenant colonels, which is wala sa akin dati, and to sit down in an observer status in the commission to actively participate in defending resolutions that the PNP has proposed to the commission for its enactment for a better and efficient service.
Sir, sorry, just to follow up. We all know and we understand that it is always the prerogative of the President to choose the chief PNP. But based on history, meron na bang ganito rin katagal meron na bang presidente na ganito rin katagal bago makapagpili ng presidente?
We cannot compare by history because President Duterte is different from all the other presidents.
Pero this does not cause any
Not actually.
implications sa sa leadership ng Philippine National
Wala
Police.
naman.
Walang kumbaga nagdudulot ba to ng parang angal sa mga
Hindi naman,
kapulisan
because
we understand that a lot of you are very much qualified to become PNP chief, but he hasn't still chosen until now.
Hindi, what is important, I think, let's view it dito sa pag-function at pagpatakbo ng PNP. Pag tumatakbo naman siya, at na-execute naman yung functions properly, then I don't see any problem kung merong ganun na hindi pa siya nagpapangalan ng Chief PNP.
Nauubos oras niya.
No.
Thank you, sir.
Hi, sir. Pat TV5.
Okay,
Sir,
Pat.
but what will happen to the procurements of PNP without a PNP chief?
I-clarify namin yun, no? It's within my authority to sign contracts.
Given.
And act as the head of the procuring entity, meaning to say I can sign contracts, I can sign notice to proceed, notice of award, I can do all these things. So no problem about that.
No delay, sir. No delay in any way. For procurements, sir. No delay in any way for procurements.
Wala, because I all have the powers of as a head of the procuring entity.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Anne is next. Anne.
Happy New Year po.
Happy New
Sir,
Year.
ano pong asahan ng publiko sa Philippine National Police ngayong 2020?
Sabi ko kay Bernie, huwag mo na itanong yan ngayon eh. Kasi we'll have that in full on January 16. January 6, no?
Okay.
That will be my first Monday
Okay,
PRESSCON.
sige, sir.
We will lay down our roadmap for 2020.
Okay. Sir, ito na lang. Yung naarestong Dawla Islamia, sir, ano po ba ang na-monitor sa kanya, sir? Siya po ba ay may mga planong maghasik ng karahasan dito sa Metro Manila?
Actually, ang unang kong tanong is kung may warrant of arrest. No? And there is. So it's just a plain service of warrant of arrest. No?
Okay.
He was on vacation.
RNR, sir.
Nag-holiday.
Or UNFR.
Nag-holiday lang siya sa Manila.
Oho. So,
Incidentally, minalas. Nahuli.
Sige, sir. Sir, bukod doon, sir, ano pa bang ano natin, sir, sa mga local terrorists, lalo na po ngayon ay na-lift na po yung martial law sa Mindanao. Ano po yung security posture ng PNP doon po sa Mindanao, lalo na po doon sa mga lugar na exist pa rin po yung mga local terrorist groups, sir?
When we prepared for the Yuletide season, it was the best posture that we had, no? And we plan to continue it, no? With the end view of protecting the public, especially yung sa mga matataong lugar, no? So that's why nahuli nga siya, no? Because our monitoring is continuing, no? Kasi yung threat naman na yan is also continuing. Kaya yung efforts din namin dapat tuloy-tuloy, no? Para hindi tayo masingitan.
Pero sir, wala talagang plano. Wala kayong na-monitor na planong karahasan yung mga local terrorists dito sa Metro Manila?
In Metro Manila, none yet.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ann. Next.
Sir, good
Rhea.
morning. Kung halimbawa po na ma-appoint ka as PNP chief, may mga babago ba sa mga policies na ipinatutupad ng PNP?
Next question.
Sakali lang, sir.
No mention about next chief PNP.
Okay, sige po.
Sir,
Next.
sa Imos, may pulis na namaril ng PP at bingi at isa pang kasamahan noong bagong taon. Taga Crime Laboratory. Anong action na po ng PNP?
We will deal with that squarely, no, sa kanyang administrative at criminal na case. Kasi hindi naman ito in celebration of the Yuletide season. Yun lang naman ang ano natin. Kasi pag nagpaputo ka kasi in connection with the Yuletide season, parang yun yung hindi ka tanggap-tanggap. No? Dahil you can, palagi ko ang inulit-ulit, na you can always celebrate the Yuletide season, even the incoming year, without firing your guns. Yun yung ina-emphasize namin. Now, ito, kagaya nung una, yung sa Butuan, no? Na nag-away siya ng kanilang, hindi pala asawa, parang girlfriend, or partner. No? So, hindi naman ito in connection with the Yuletide season. Just like, I think, what happened to Cavite. Ito parang nagkaroon ng sagutan, awayan, and then yun, pinaputokan niya. But it will be investigated separately. Distinct and separate. Kasi hindi yun in celebration of the Yuletide season.
Okay. Next.
Happy New Year, Sir. Eunice,
Happy New Year.
Eunice Hilario ng Filipino Miro. Sir, tapos na po yung martial law sa Mindanao. Mayroon po bang, mababago po ba operations ng police? Kasi tapos na po yung martial law doon.
Ang basic lang naman na function ng PNP is law enforcement, no? Whether may martial law or wala, hindi ito nagbabago. Siguro, ang additional doon, pag may martial law, gaya nung may issuance ng special orders on arrest of certain persons. So, part yun ng law enforcement function, no? Part ng law enforcement function. So, other than that, wala namang pinagbago sa law enforcement. So, tuloy-tuloy pa rin yung law enforcement function ng PNP.
Paano po yung alert po?
Hindi. Ang aming mga Mindanao units are always halos on full alert palagi. Kaya actually kung pumunta kayo sa Mindanao, halos pag nag-pixelize kasi sila yung camouflage, yun yung isang indication that they are on alert. But we leave the discretion to the regional directors to decide whether to place their troops on full alert or not.
Okay,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you. Jerg.
Happy New Year, sir.
Happy New Year.
Ibig sabihin, sir, yung mga two martial law orders na arresting several personalities, mababaliwala na po ba siya? Or
That we still have to ask, no? The validity of that. Kasi ang martial law practically lifted yung habeas corpus, no?
Yes, sir.
Of which a special order can be issued to that effect.
Exactly.
Ngayon kasi kung in effect pa siya, what will be what will be charged of them? Yun yung malaking tanong. Di ba? So kung subsisting naman, lalo na pag may subsisting na warrants of arrest, no question. They can still be arrested.
Okay.
Ika-clarify lang natin, sir, yung
Yes.
wala.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Harleen?
Hindi.
Harleen? Okay na. Okay. Pat? Wala na? Okay. Ann?
Sir, ulit. General, reaction na sir. Mista niyo sir ang next AFP chief na si General Filimon Santos ng East Income, sir. Ano pong masasabi niyo, sir?
Well, we're proud. We're proud that he is a member of PMA Sinagtala class of 1986. As a matter of fact, the entire active Sinagtalans of the PNP will be there on Saturday to witness. And we hope for him the best, and we will be in support of his leadership.
Sir, hoping for 86 din dito sa PNP chief.
Nandyan na naman kayo. Next question.
Rafi? Rafi? Rafi?
Sir, meron lang follow-up. Sir, you intimated in an interview I think in Davao that there will be another reshuffle this January. Sir, what are the parameters that you're looking at for the reshuffle and also the review of the performance of the regional directors, NSUs, and other directorial staff?
In our December meeting with the PNP commanders, nagpalabas ako ng rating. And sabi ko, you have 1 week to do your protest or to do your angal on the rating. But once you don't, then final yon. No? With the same measurements, we're coming up with a rating by January 20. No? And ako naman, pag may bumagsak, yun ang cause ang relief. Hopefully, papasa sila lahat. Kasi ang ano ko naman is, pag pumasa ka, ibig sabihin, ginagawa mo yung trabaho mo. Pero pag bumagsak ka, ibig sabihin, kulang yung ginagawa mo and you should be replaced for somebody who can perform much better than you.
Sir, but what is the scope of the review, sir? Up to what?
3 months. From the time I sat down, from the time they were evaluated, which was October 20, October 20, November 20, December 20, and January 20. That's 3 months. Then they will know of the rating sa January 20. And really, kung kailangan pa nating magbalasa, then I will do it. And it is within my authority.
Up to what level, sir, ang tinitingnan?
Ang tinitingnan ko lang kasi dito lang regional directors. Ayoko naman manghimasok doon sa city directorship, provincial directorship, and chiefs of police. Kasi there were a lot of RDs who actually implemented reshuffles also. No? As you can see, may nababalitaan kayo, may mga reshuffle din. So, mahirap naman na mag-intervene pa ako doon sa reshuffle at their level. So, ang sa akin, regional directors lang and directors of national support units.
Sir Archie, just to clarify, sir, when you will reshuffle, let's say for example, you will reshuffle some of the positions, you have to show it to the NLDG or to the NAPO?
Yeah, part of my duty is to show it to the SILG and even to the President.
Chairman of NAPO.
So they have to approve it first, sir?
Yes. For the past, they had. For the past assignments, if you see promotions, etc., all pass through their eyes and approval.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, meron po bang update or nadagdag doon sa mga indiscriminate firing incidents? And tama po, can you brief us on the policeman na-identify ba yung policeman?
Ang alam ko, tatlo ang stray bullet. No? Stray bullet during the New Year's Eve. One was in Region 1 na ang nasira ata yung bahay and the perpetrator voluntarily surrendered. No? So he will be facing a probably alarm and scandal and malicious mischief case against him. Second was in Cebu. No? Cebu, ito naman may natamaan ata na bata tapos security guard ang involved. Recovered ang firearm, arrested din yung security guard. And then third is NCRPO. No, I think sa NCRPO and then parang sa beach ata. So may tinamaan din beach. may tinamaan din at nahuli din yung civilian na nagpaputok.
Civilian yung sa SCRPO.
Yes. So ito yung alam ko, ito yung tatlo na mismo sa years. Ha?
Holiday season. During the holiday season.
The entire
Not the
holiday
New Year's.
Okay, okay. During the holiday
Pero sir,
season.
yung sa number one, sir, sorry, yung sa Region 1, police ba yun? O hindi?
Civilian.
No, civilian. We're happy to announce na wala namang nag-indiscriminate firing na police, no? During the New Year's Eve.
Pero the entire
At wala ring death, no deaths also. At yun nga, sabi ni Bernie, ang objective ng PNP next year, kung pwede, wala na ring injury. No? So dahan-dahan, hopefully the PNP can do that next Yuletide season.
Pero the entire holiday season, merong police na nahuli for
Yeah, yung sa
indiscriminate
Butuan nga,
firing.
yung sa Butuan na
Sa
sinabi ko
Butuan
na
lang,
paputok.
wala nang nadagdag sa kanya. Pangalan, sir?
During the holiday season, 21 got arrested.
Hindi, 21, but all of
December
these
21?
are including civilians. Civilians. Illegal discharge of firearms ito. No? Pero actually, itong illegal discharge of firearms, you see this kahit hindi Yuletide season. We have data for this. No?
Yes, but for the holiday season, 21 yung
21,
total.
yeah, 21.
21 ang total. How many policemen?
0 ang stray bullet during New Year's Eve.
Zero discharge of firearms during the New Year's Eve.
Anyway, you can have this later.
Sir, may
Okay.
pangalan kayo?
May?
Nung police sa Butuan?
Yes, we can provide it.
Hindi, nasa ano na eh. Nasa newspaper na, di ba?
Provide na lang kami, sir.
Provide ko na.
I think it's in the newspaper already.
Okay. All right.
Sa
So,
Butuan.
that's it. Any last question? Wala na. All right. So,
Salamat. Naubusan na silang question.
thank you.
Thank you very much. We'll see you on Monday.
Sir, holiday mode pa raw kasi.